and welcome. My name is KathyAs, and today I'm going to show you my hard candy haul. Recently I had tried just the Natural Eyes palette, and I was comparing it with the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and then I thought, well, they have so many other new items. I'm going to just do a whole face just with hard candy, and that's what this is here. And I just thought I'd go over the whole kit and caboodle of everything and show you what I liked and what I didn't like, and maybe help you make some good decisions here. May have found a holy grail in some cases. So let's start off. The eye primer is called Eyes the Limit, and I got a full-size one. This is the one that came in the Natural Eyes kit, which is $8. I'm just going to put a little here on my hand, and I always like to put anything like this on my hand first because it warms it up a little. I think it helps melt into the skin a little better. But this is the eye primer. It's like a medium to medium light skin tone color. So when you put it on your eyes, it's a very slick kind of silicone-y feel. It does keep your eyeshadow in place for quite a while, and it does cover some minor imperfections, so that's pretty good. I did like that very much. Now the face primer is pretty generic. This is called Primer Perfection. This is the Sheer Envy line. This is your typical silicone-based primer that's just got, it's just very slick, extremely silky feeling. And there's a slight scent to this. It's it smells like rosemary or some kind of herb. So there is a scent to the primer. It worked just fine. I didn't see any problems with it, although I didn't see it reduced any pores or anything like that. So there wasn't anything special about it, but I mean the price wasn't too bad. I believe it was $6 or $7. Now this has gotten mixed reviews from people, but I kind of like it. I don't have a lot of rosacea, but I do know that this light mint green color is really good for when you have lots of red patches or rosacea. So, and it's so creamy, you know, you can, let me just see if I can put it over this. It's so creamy that you can use it over the top. And then you've got these three concealer shades, which are orange, and they're extremely creamy. Just put that over there. Very sheer, very, very silky, creamy, almost to the greasy point. And let me just put it under here. Even though they're orange, they blend nicely into your skin and give you kind of a radiant look. Now the yellow is for your under eye dark circles or your reader marks, you know, from your reader glasses that leave little indentations in there. So you see that that brightens that right up in that area. You know, as we get older, we lose flesh right in this area here, and it goes darker, and that's one of those things that make you look older. So this yellow definitely will help here. Now if you have kind of a sallow look to you, you can use some of this purple for the offsetting that. I don't know if I have any yellow on me, but it does offset it a little bit and brighten that up to make you look a little more, less like you have liver damage, you know. Now the next thing is the concealer, and everybody talks about how much they love this Glamouflage concealer. It's very thick, and if you have dry skin, it just falls right into all of your dry skin and wrinkles. And I mean, when you are 25, your skin looks like this. It's, you know, the skin around your eyes just looks like this. But when you're 50, the skin around your eyes and your eyelids look like this. So obviously when you put something on here, on somebody's younger eyes, it's going to look a lot different than what it does here. And you can see what shimmer does to this. Anyway, a little show and tell there. So even using my beauty blender with the Glamouflage, it seemed to be fine, but within, I'd say 10 minutes, it was all in the little cracks underneath my eyes. So I don't like Glamouflage, and I've given it, this is my third time trying it because everybody keeps talking about how much they love it. It does cover blemishes really well, but I mean, I don't have a lot of those, so, and I didn't like the way it looked over I had some age spots in my upper area up in here, and it didn't do very well with those. So the Glamouflage concealer is a fail. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, this is the Glamouflage foundation. This is the color Light, number 532, I believe, or 632, 932. This is really, really nice foundation, and I was pleasantly surprised. Comes with a pump, and I heard Emily Noel say that these ran a little dark, and I'm really surprised because I'm wearing the Light right now, and it blended just fine. To me, the Light was light, so I liked it. And it is one of those foundations that if you put one side on using your fingers, and then you put one side on, pouncing it in with a beauty blender, you will see an obvious difference in how it applies. I mean, it is very, very patchy and large pores if you're using your fingers with it, but if you pounce it on with a beauty blender, there's something about the way the beauty blender works that it just makes it look wonderful. And I really like this foundation using a beauty blender, but if I just used my fingers with this to test it out, I would have said this was awful, but it's not. It looks great with a beauty blender, and it's holding itself, which is nice. Now, I reviewed this before. I had to buy it again. I probably bought the same one I returned because my Walmart tends to put everything back out on the floor. But that's Walmart, you know. Walmart is actually where you can buy hard candy cosmetics, and it's really a surprise because hard candy, when they first came out, they were only in high-end stores. They were a Nordstrom's product. So they actually are, just like in the same vein of Sonia Kashuk and Pixie and Flower Cosmetics, these hard candy cosmetics are actually very high quality. In many cases, I find that they are very comparable with high-end products. Now this is a trio of a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer together, and this is number 841, 3 Times a Lady, one of my favorite Commodore songs. The highlight, very, very nice. It blends nicely into, you know, to give you a nice little controlled glow, and a controlled glow is always better than just sweating profusely and looking glowy everywhere. The blush is a little bit light, but it's a very pleasant color for daytime, for work, very work appropriate. It spreads nicely, it looks fine. The bronzer, probably a little bit lighter for contouring, but I did use it today to contour, and in the daylight, in the daytime, it's just fine. I also took a big powder brush and just went over all of my face because I found that the light actually may have been a little light for me. So I think that I could actually go a shade up in this and be happy with it. But I really like this trio. I think it's a great deal. They also have like a pink version, and I think there's like 3 versions of this, but this is the one I like because I'm kind of warm tone. I'm a spring, you know, in that color me beautiful thing. So this was nice, and you know, it's not the greatest blush in the world. I wouldn't compare it with Tarte or the Balm or anything, but it's still a very nice passable thing, and I think this is $8, $7. Very, very cost effective. Now this is the Natural Eyes palette, and this is one of 3 that they have. They have Sassy Eyes and Smoky Eyes. Now Smoky Eyes has dark colors that are all matte, and then everything else is all shimmery and sparkly, and I didn't like that part. They had like a dark grayish purple, a dark blackish color, and a dark kind of, I think it was a dark greenish color, I'm not sure, but the 3 of those were the only mattes in the whole palette, and then there was just shiny, 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 glitter, glitter, glitter. So I got the Natural Eyes palette. I think it's really cute. They imitated almost to a T the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. Attention Jared, man, get your lawyer on this one. They have a really nice little booklet here, just like the Too Faced does, with different eye looks you can create using these colors, and the actual instructions on how to use each and the names of each of the products. And I think that's just a very high quality, classy thing to do. And they have a little spot where you can hold it in. They've got a nice mirror here also. They've got a black eyeliner which is really nice in a pinch if you need it. I just use it in the very corner of my eyelash line just to kind of emphasize the eyelash line area, but I don't use it that often. It also comes with the Eyes the Limit eye primer, a nice little sample size so you can try it, and it's got a double-ended sponge tip applicator, which is how I applied my makeup today. Now there's a nice matte shade here. You can use it for transition, which is in between the crease and the brow. You can use it right in there, or I used it actually over my crease as the crease color. And I also smoothed out to blend everything in with that color. Now this light color is a beautiful light color that you can use as your base for all the others, like Max Painterly Pot there. And then we've got some shimmer shades here. We've got quite a loud kind of gold taupey color. You can put maybe there towards the end of your eye. There's this kind of very light gold. It's a rose gold color, which I would put probably more towards the center. And then you've got a dark color, and then you've got this kind of in between medium brown, which you can use, and I did use in the crease area towards the end of the crease. And I just think that this is a marvelous palette. I mean, it compares favorably with the Too Faced. The formulas aren't as silky smooth or blendable as the Too Faced, but in some cases a couple of the shades are actually better than the Too Faced, the way they go on and the way they blend. There's some slight color variations, but it's so close. This is well worth $8. It is just an amazing deal. Out of the 3 palettes, this is the only one that I would recommend to you. I think it's a fabulous deal. And it's $8. I mean, how do you get something, all this stuff for $8? It's pretty good. Now, I thought I'd surprise myself for St. Patty's Day and get a nice green glitter. And this is a cream glitter from them, and it's called Eye Def Glitter. So it's a wand, but look at this big ass wand thing. Hello. Now initially I thought this is great, but you try to put it on your eyes, it's really hard to work with. Now, of course, now that I've said that, it looks a lot easier, but it's a very strong, powerful color. But this wand is way too big to control, and if you want to put it all over your lid, it's a very loud thing. I would just use it just in, like I did just now, kind of lining a little bit. And I don't know, it dries down fine. It seems okay, but I think the applicator is the only thing. I might actually think that wiping the applicator onto some other device to put it on your eyes would be better. Maybe another brush or something like that might work better. But it's a pretty color, and I think for, you know, St. Patty's Day it'd be really cute. These things I think run around $5, so they're really not expensive at all. Now, the huge fail here was the fiberized brow gel. This is a double-ended stick. On one end it has what they feel should be a good underbrow highlighter. I'll just put that under there. They say you should put it underneath and over the top of your brows to emphasize your brow shape. And that's all well and good, but the other end is the one that's the problem, and that's the one you probably buy this for, and that's the brow part. Now initially I thought, oh, this is great. It's a tiny little brush, so I'll be able to control it. Well, let me just show you the color. And this is the light. I'm going to look like Joan Crawford if I use this puppy. And it's no control. I mean, it was none. So what I did was I put it on my brows, and then I used a spoolie and I brushed it through, and then I used this end and I drew over the top of my brows to tone it down because that seemed to help it a little bit. But if you're in a place where you can't return this, I always suggest you can just take it right onto your hair and darken your gray roots just for the day. Anyway, it makes a great hair mascara. See, it just takes the gray right out, and I just think that that feature makes this almost worth keeping because it's cheaper than buying those actual hair markers, but yet, you know, and it's kind of a light brown. It's not really a good blonde. I'd say this is way too dark for anybody who has lighter brows, because this color on me would look way too dark, and so I had to tone it down a lot. So this was a fail. The fiber thing, real nice, all well and good, but again, the color wasn't right, and the application method was really messy. It got everywhere. Now this isn't new also. This is the Stay in Line 12-Hour Mechanical Eyeliner. Now this was, I got gunmetal because I'm always getting purple or gray or brown, and I thought I'll get gunmetal, but that's really just kind of a gray, the sheen to it. It's got on one end, it's got a little bit of a something to diffuse it a little bit, which is nice. A little sponge tip thingy, and on this end you can turn it up to get it, but I found it did not work very well as a tight lining thing. I tried using it in the tight line, and it's just too hard for that, and that there's hardly any color payout at all when you use it as an actual eyeliner. So this was totally a fail for me. I didn't like it at all, and so I'm not going to bother with other colors in this. So that's the 12-Hour Gel Eyeliner. Total fail. Now this is something interesting, and I don't think it's brand new, but it's new to me. I've never tried it before. And this is the 1000 Lashes Fiber Mascara in black. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm intrigued by this one. It's got the fibers already mixed in, because I don't like using those things with fibers that are like these white little things that fly all over, and it's like asbestos or something going into your lungs. So I don't use those, and so I thought, well, this has already got it mixed in with the mascara, so maybe it'll be clumpy, you know, you never know. But I actually like how it made my lashes look, but getting to this point, the brush is really huge, so when you're trying to do this part of your lashes down here, I had at least 3 dings that I had to clean up, and talk about clean up in aisle 4. It makes your lashes look nice. You don't see the fibers, but it's not big old honking lashes like I expected, and I had to use my e.l.f. makeup remover pen to get the dings off, because that was just, they were all over the place. So anyway, so I don't know if it's a fail or not, because I like the way it made my lashes look, but it was awfully messy getting there. So I don't think that this is the correct kind of brush to use for this medium. But again, you know, it's really nice. I got way close to my lash line, but again, right in the inner corners where it's really delicate, it was just messy. But you don't see any big clumps of fibers or anything, and I thought that was cool. And also, I like the idea of a tube that you can squeeze, because you can, you know, get all of the product onto the wand. So when you pull it out, you don't have to worry about, you know, sticking it back in to, you know, punch it in and out, and it's when you punch it in and out and get that air in there that makes it bad. So yeah, I'm on the fence on this one, but you know, I think it was like $6 or something, so it was a great price, and it comes in different colors. They had like dark purples and dark greens, and even an orange color, and I mean, there were all these different colors, which I thought was kind of creative. So again, I think that's for the younger eye. Moving on to the lipstick, I couldn't find a lip liner, so I just used a Milani lip liner today. When I did my lipstick declutter, I saved this one out because I really like it, and this is Hard Candy's Moisturizing Lipstick. This color is called Admired, and it's a beautiful everyday work kind of nude. It's just a pretty natural looking lipstick. A little bit of a cupcake essence going on there. I really like this very much. But when I saw the new Daring lip glosses that they had, I had to try this color because I love coral. It's one of my favorite colors in general. So let me just put a little of that over the top so you can see it. Doe foot applicator. actually it's a brush applicator. Now this has a very kind of wet finish, but it's not a sticky finish, it's wet, and I really like this. It's very pigmented, very opaque, and I'm gonna try other colors in this because it makes your lips look very moist, very creamy. It did come off on my coffee cup when I had my first cup of coffee, but I do love these, and I think they're probably only about $4 or so. And this particular color is called Attitude, Pink Attitude. And it's very corally, it's not pink at all, but it's called Pink Attitude. And that's really nice. Now, one place that I feel is holy grail, actually, is the nail polishes. And I have on the purple and this blue, which is called Bitty Blue. This is my favorite nail polish of all time. I just love this color, and their metallics in general are just so, I mean, one coat does really well, 2 coats is magic. Really, really nice nail polishes, and they're cruelty free. This brand is cruelty free. And these 3 in particular, the purple, this reddish pink, and this blue, are absolutely stunning nail polishes. Now the All Day and Night setting spray is brand new, and I thought, oh, another setting spray from a cheap company, but this is nice stuff. This is their setting spray. After you have your makeup on, you close your eyes, hold your nose for a second. There's a slight scent again of herbs or something, little mint maybe, I don't know, but it's just wonderful. This is my favorite setting spray. This is better than the Laura Geller. This is better than the NYX, better than the e.l.f., better than my Mary Kay. So, and Mary Kay is made by Scandinavia, so I love this, and it makes you look hydrated and healthy. It's not, the smell dissipates after, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes, and it's just a really nice setting spray. This is actually what I would call a holy grail setting spray. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful spray. So, okay, that is my hard candy haul. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I certainly have enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm still working on my Sephora and Ulta competition. Sephora has slightly interesting storyline. I'm actually going to tell you a little bit of stuff about the store, so that's coming up pretty soon. And now, as far as what I would return in this grouping, the Glamouflage and the little pencil that came with it doesn't really cover very well. That's going back. This green stuff is going back. The brow stuff is going back. The 12-hour pencil is going back. I'm not sure yet about this mascara because I kind of like it. And that's it. Out of everything, all face and nails and spray and everything, these are the only things that didn't make the cut, so to speak. So I've still got like a full face here. The primers are good. I really like them very much. I'd almost say that I prefer this the eye primer to my Milani, which has been, you know, my go-to for many years. But, and again, the foundation, you really do need to put it on with a beauty blender in order for it to look proper. And I think the colors are true. Somebody else said that they thought the colors were dark. They aren't. I think they're true because I'm a light, and this pretty much fit me, if not slightly lighter than what I am. I actually had to use some of the bronzer in here to spiff up my face a little bit. So everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful week. We're in process of selling our home. They just put the listing on yesterday, so we're starting to get the realtor calls, which is always a lot of fun. We have to keep our house in pristine condition all the time, which is kind of disciplining to me because I like to have little piles of messes. Even just setting up to do my my filming here, I have to tear it right down right as soon as we're done today. So Anyway, I'll be releasing that Sephora video probably sometime this weekend, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, almost spring is here, week. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Toodles.